So, what's up? What's up? KeKe Palmer. We gonna discuss her. Darius Jackson. Yes, there is a baby involved. Yes, her mother has spoken out and also gotten involved and made a statement. Darius Jackson's brother has gotten involved and he has had his say as well. Now, when I first knew of KeKe Palmer's relationship with Darius Jackson was due to the Usher concert. Yes, I heard she was having a baby. She was with child, but then it seemed like things just exploded as to what she wore to Usher's concert. Darius Jackson, referencing the child's father, gets involved, makes his comments on social media. And again, people were divided on that. Should she have worn what she had worn? Should she not have worn what she had worn? Now, conversations, media outlets are swirling about the latest situation. But according to KeKe, this situation has been swirling for 2 years or so of DV. Now, we have heard time and time again that you're not supposed to be putting hands, paws, however you want to reference it, on anyone. No one deserves to be bullied. No one deserves to be having hands, because it was mentioned in a report that Darius Jackson had put hands. Sofa, couch was involved, glasses being broken, things being tossed out into the street, keys, just a plethora of things, and probably some things that have gone unmentioned that will eventually continue to come out. But when is enough enough? When is it enough to just walk away? When is it enough to let it go? When is it enough to realize this is not working? When is it enough to know that this could possibly escalate into something far more serious? It's serious now, but how far? To what extent? People's minds are not healthy. People's minds is willing to just leave out of what is considered to be the norm of reality. And whatever they believe, they're willing to force that on someone else to believe, to take things in a whole nother direction. But if a person has time to get out, if a person has a plan in mind and resources, is that still the answer? Or can people's minds be so warped into what they want to come to pass? You know, KeKe wants to gain full custody now of her child. Full custody. Full custody mean not, I didn't say joint custody. I read full custody. Is that fair to the father? Now, this is the man we're talking about who allegedly has done some horrible things to the mother of his child. Would that be fair to the child? If the mother was to win or given full custody by the court for this to happen. Does the child need his father in his life? But under the circumstances, is this why it is often said you have to be careful who you engage with, because the outcome, or as things unravel, could be nothing nice. It's a lot of envious, jealousy spirits out here. Men can be jealous of women, of their wives, their partners, their other halves, their baby mamas. Women can be jealous, conniving, manipulative, have a plan in mind for that man as well. Both parties have to be aware. Now, sometimes people can cover up who they really are, or maybe a situation where it's like, oh, okay, I'm PG now. And maybe you didn't know the person, or maybe the person didn't know that person. And it's like, okay, now I'm getting to know this person. And then it's like, man, I gotta think now. How is we gonna carry on this relationship to make it work for this child? Women, men, young ladies, young men, if you get a chance to observe the family tree. Observe. Because when spirits exchange, whether it is a child involved or not, when spirits exchange, that energy, those spirits are coming together. You are possibly taking on their spirits. It's like a transfer, whether for the good, whether for the bad. And depending on the mindset, the situation can go into so many directions. Again, if you have a chance to observe the grandmother, the great-great-grandfather, the grandfather, the aunt, the great aunt. Okay, like you got to go beyond the surface. Observe, the parents, the cousins. You got to go beyond what's on the outside. You got to go beyond what's in somebody's bank account, or the potential to, this could be a money bag, a money grab. Go beyond. And sometimes I get it. When that's even done, you still don't know what you done got yourself into. But at least you know you tried. And you just wasn't a yes person to go along. And I hope, I pray, it's because there's so much going on out there. The celebrities, it's one story after the next, after the next, after the next. You got common folk, regular folk. We got our own stories. You carrying whatever you carrying. But I do feel that it's certain choices that we sometimes do make to get ourselves in things. Sometimes we always didn't have to go that far. To just keep digging a situation. And sometimes it's just hard to get out of. But I hope KeKe will just do what she has to do, because we gonna be surprised if this young lady decides to go back and get back into it, especially now since her mother done got involved. It's gonna be surprising, but I'm sure they having their talks. I'm sure KeKe's family is talking to her. So it's up to her. It's up to you, KeKe. Wishing you the best.